Kite, this is the last ever pre-match interview you'll do ahead of the Oxford United game on Saturday, final game of the season. Will it be an emotional one for you?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. I mean, I've been at the club for about 15 years or so now, so for it to be the last game for the club, definitely I think will be emotional, and it's one I'm really looking forward to. I mean, it's the last opportunity for me to get up in the morning, get that buzz off playing in the afternoon, and obviously after the game as well, it's going to be emotional, saying, sort of walking around the stadium saying goodbye to the fans. So yeah, it will be, but it's one I'm really looking forward to.
We'll do a more in-depth interview about your time here, a bit later. But you've made some pretty good memories here, haven't you? Yeah,
I have. Like I say, I've absolutely loved my time. I've come all the way through the academy, done my scholarship, got offered a pro, been out on loan a couple of times. Obviously, probably the main highlight for me was obviously getting the promotion, which the club has sort of been building up towards for quite a few sort of number of years before we ended up doing it. And then being a good, sustainable club at League One level for the last 2 seasons as well is really good for the size of the club and, like I say, some of the sort of big hitters in our league. So, yeah, I've had some great memories, and we've done. Since January, the form's been incredible from the group, so we'll do everything to try and finish the season strong.
This season in particular, how would you describe it personally for you?
Difficult with game time. I think when I got offered a contract from the club at the end of last season, and I chose to turn that down. I think it was always going to be a season where I might be sort of limited to minutes with the players that the manager might bring in. But I've got to give Gary huge credit to be able to play me in some of those games this season. And I love wearing the shirt. I've loved giving my all for the club, to make 100 appearances for my home team, and to, like I say, to come through the academy from 9 to 23 years old is something I'm really proud of and always will be. But like I say, I give big credit to Gary to playing me the amount he has this season, obviously getting so many appearances last season. And it's been great to be back involved in the team the last couple of games, and like I say, hopefully we can finish strong on Saturday.
I think like many of the squad, and like the squad as a collective, we've had some difficult moments this season. We obviously went on that tough run, and then you got injured as well. It certainly hasn't been the easiest time for you this season.
No, definitely. I mean, I had the big injury at the start of the season where I had to have an operation on my knee, so I missed the first sort of 6 or 7 games, I think, with that, and then obviously come back into the side, play games from that, and then obviously we had a really difficult run around Christmas time, as everyone knows, just before Christmas. I think it's rare that a team goes through a season without having a bit of a sticky run. That was ours, and it probably went on a bit longer than the average sticky run, if you know what I mean. But the form we showed since January has been incredible. To turn that around, to be where we were at the start of January, to be where we are now, is a credit to the players, the staff, and everyone behind the scenes around the club as well. So I think it's definitely something we should take big confidence from and be proud of, is that turn of form that we've had from the new year. You
mentioned the number of appearances you made, number 100 at Port Vale, which was a fantastic comeback. Hit the bar,
yeah,
with one of your trademark Harry Kite shots, and obviously that's when Gary announced that you would be leaving. I think that shows, fantastic credit there to Gary on such an important appearance number for you to make that announcement. It just shows what a great man manager is as well, I think.
No, I completely agree. Like I say, I never have a bad word to say about Gary, and he's been great with me since I've been at the club. And we sort of sat down when I wasn't getting many minutes around February sort of time, and he said to me, look, we're sort of looking towards the players that are going to be here next year, and I said that's absolutely fine. I completely understand. But he said you will make 100 appearances for me, and you will probably get a couple more than that. So, like I say, it's great credit to Gary, and I really appreciate that he's been able to sort of give me that significant milestone for the club, and to do it in that game as well, to come on and to end up winning the game like we did. And like I say, I'd love to have that shot to have gone in, but that's football. It's not always highs. You also get lows as well. So, but like I say, I full credit to Gary, and I really do appreciate him trusting me to play me in those games, to give me my 100th, and to continue playing me as well.
I think if it had gone in, you could well have been in with a shout for the goal of the season for the second year running.
Yeah, would be nice.
As you said, you've made appearances since that Northampton. It looks like you'll sign off on Saturday against Oxford. It just feels like a sold-out SJP, see a red and white, The club's in brilliant form. It does seem like it would be a perfect send-off for you.
No, I completely agree. Yeah, it would be amazing to, like I say, to not play as much as I probably would have hoped over the season. To be able to be involved the last couple of games and the form we've been on, and to be able to sort of pick up the wins we have and be 9 unbeaten going into the last game as well. I think it's, like I say, the perfect send-off, and I just hope we can get the points, and it could be sort of a really nice way to finish. And I think it's difficult to go 10 games unbeaten in any league, but for us to do that, so like I say, against some big hitters in our league, to do that at a League One level as well would be fantastic to finish the season like that.
And once again, we're going into that final game of the season where the opponent needs something, as we saw with Morecambe last year, Port Vale before that, which means it should be a really, really interesting game from our perspective. Yeah,
I think so. I think people would say we don't have anything to play for, but we do, because we want to finish as high as we can. I think after that safety, that sort of when we knew we were safe earlier in the season, it would have been easy for us to go, oh, well, we're safe now and things like that. But no, we've really sort of put our foot down on the gas and be, like I say, been in really good form. And we want to try and finish the season as strong as we can. Obviously, we've beaten last season's score, and we want to see how much more we can sort of beat it by. So, although we're not going for playoffs like Oxford are, I think we've still got as much to play for as them.
And they are a fantastic side, I think.
Yeah.
Just recently, I think they scored 4 goals in a match for 3 consecutive games, so that they certainly know where the net is.
No, definitely. They're a good side. I remember playing them earlier on in the season. Good team. They are a very good team, and I can see they are deservedly up there around the playoffs for a reason, and that's just their form throughout the season. So I think we'll have to do our sort of research on them the next couple of days building up to the game. But like I said, I think from our point of view, there's nothing to lose. We've been on unbelievable form. I think we go into the game on really high confidence, trying to pick up another 3 points.
I mean, we do look like we can beat anyone at the moment, don't we, really? Given what Oxford need, do you expect a quite aggressive approach from them?
Yeah, I think so. I think they'll probably be a bit wary of our form as well. If you go 9 unbeaten in this league, it will get recognised by the teams you're playing against for sure. I think, like I say, I think they'll respect us coming to our ground. But they've got, like I say, they've got a lot to play for, so I think they probably will come with an aggressive approach, probably a high press, I would imagine. But like I say, we'll probably know more from that over the next couple of days. We've
seen what a difference the fans can make to finish the season with a sellout. I think it'll be over 8,000, and when we know the noise that the Big Bank can make, it really does get us over the line at times.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And we've had difficult moments this season. We've had good moments. And when we were on that run and we were struggling to score and we weren't picking up the points we would have liked, they were unbelievable sticking behind us. It's very easy for fans to turn on a side when they're in that sort of run of form like we were. But they were sort of the 12th man for us. They were right behind us when we needed them. And I feel like we've really rewarded them, like I say, since the start of the new year with the form. So it would be unbelievable to see a full SJP, like you say, to see a sea of red and white would really sort of spur the lads on coming out of the tunnel, and also the lads that are coming on at the end as well. I think it would be a great experience for everyone.
Thanks a lot, Harry, and personally, thank you as well to you, because never say no to an interview.
I never say no to Scott when he's always asking me to do things for him. Yeah.
So we'll have to find someone else that says yes to everything now.
I know. I'll have a chat with someone in the change room and see whether they can be the yes man for next season.
Kite, thanks a lot, and all the very best with whatever's next.
Thank you very much.